Bob Zdora, the Z-Team
sir.
of Century 21 LEMAC Realty in the studio. Drag Sam McMaster out of bed at this hour of the morning. I'm still not sure why, but thank you, Sam, for also joining us this morning. Bob, it has really been interesting in the real estate world here in Mountain Home for the last year and a half-ish. We've seen numbers of availabilities just plummet. And right now, we still have properties for sale. Don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of good stuff out there. Just in some specific areas, we're starting to see some folks looking right now, trying to find something that fits their particular budget and their wants.
And they're not sure yet. I mean, there's a little fear factor that falls in, and it falls in presidential years as well. I mean, that's if you go back every 4 years. I mean, this is like my fourth time going through this with presidential elections. In presidential years, because of the commercials and all the things that go on with presidential elections, they never say anything good about the country. Both sides are saying things that are terrible. Yeah. So people start to believe that. Right. And so things have a tendency to pull back a little bit. Yep. We'll see how this one goes as we get a little farther into the year. People have kind of hunkered down a little bit, and it's understandable. I mean, you don't know what's going on with your job. Right. You look at the unemployment numbers, 30 million people unemployed and things like that. Don't look at the exact. Turn off Fox for a while. Turn off CNN for a while. Yep. Put music on. Put on Gunsmoke. Put on, Hazel. Whatever. Yeah. Just really get away from it for a while. Your life is still going on. If you've got issues and you've been laid off and you're not sure whether or not you're going to come back or when you're going to come back, is probably going to be the case for most of these. It's not if, but when. If you've got issues and you've got sure whether or not you're going to come back or when you're going to come back, is probably going to be the case for most of these. It's not if, but when. If you've got issues and you've got a mortgage and you're not sure where you are with that, please call your bank, call your finance company, whoever it is that you get that thing.
That's key, is calling and not just assuming.
Right. Get ahead of it. Get ahead of it and let them know, hey, look, we're having problems. And you want to make sure that they know that, and they know that you know that. You're not running from them. You want to do the right thing. Right. So if you got to delay some things, you may have to refi some things. But don't get yourself in a situation where there's knocking on your door saying, we're going to be taking this house. Yeah. So the government's going to do everything they can do to help people with this. And as we were talking earlier, I think that having gone through this before, these types of recession-type things where the markets fall down and things, we're in a much better situation now because of the situation that occurred here. It wasn't a natural disaster. It wasn't, banks closing and falling down. Right. Everything's still running.
It wasn't economical.
Right.
The crisis was not economical.
No. Yep. So we've got a good foundation to go forward from.
We do.
And that's, I think, very important. One thing that you said right at the start is the real estate business has not changed a whole lot because of this. Now, granted, the in-house visits, I mean, there has been some stuff that changed. Yes. The market's still moving. And that's what I think a lot of people may not realize is that there are still homes being bought and sold right now. There are still people picking up and moving from one place to another, trying to get resettled in, whether it's a new job, whether it's to be closer to their family. There's still reasons people need to move.
Sure. Now, life still goes on. Exactly. Life goes on, and you may change the way you practice in your profession, with home viewings and things of that nature. Right. But people's lives still go on regardless. Yep. People still have children. People still have elderly parents that they need to take care of. And life situations change. So that keeps our market moving. So.
Yeah. Well, and I know right now we've seen the numbers here in Mountain Home get a little bit lower than we had in a long time as far as availability of stuff that's out there, but there are still houses on the market. All you have to do is open up retiredarkansas.net, check out the MLS. You're going to see someplace in the neighborhood, I'm guessing, about 450 listings again this week.
Somewhere right in there.
Well, we'll find that number here in just a minute.
That's very true, Scott. I mean, there's houses out there. There's people buying houses. I mean, Sam put a house under contract this week. He's got another one that we're just had inspections on. Okay. And we're going forward on that. We've had Reese put a house under contract. We had a couple closings. I mean, it's been steady. Right. I mean, it's not taken off like it was in January and February. I mean, we were smoking. I mean, we came out of 19
charging hard,
and we just kept right on rolling, and then boom, then we weren't.
Yes.
So we're going to get by.
Yes.
And people want to come, but they can't come down because they got no place to stay.
Right.
Linda actually spoke to the lieutenant governor yesterday.
Okay.
And to talk to him about this very problem here. We're not, if you go to Conway, in that area out there, that western corridor out there.
Okay.
Excuse me, not Conway, Fayetteville and
yes, I was going to say
Benton
Conway,
and stuff like
center of the
that.
state, yeah.
But even Conway, because of the hospital and the things the new construction that was going on down there. But that western corridor out there, they have a market of their own. They have people moving from one place to another.
Yep.
We don't have a lot of that. That's maybe 20% of our market where people are moving out and moving into town. It's come up some over the past couple of years, but it's not the biggest chunk. One of the agents in the office, John Howard's son, has a house out there that they've got for sale. They had like 8 showings in 3 days on the house.
Okay.
So their markets out there are still moving because people can get around out there. People come here. They come to the Ozarks. They come to Mountain Home, Yellville, Mountain View, whatever it may be, but they're coming from other places. Some are coming to retire. Mm-hmm. Some are coming for work. Some are coming just to start a new life.
Yep.
But if they can't stay here to look at houses and stuff, and with the hotels being shut down and the resorts, we had to close down the Arcata cabin because of the restrictions that were put on. I understand there's other places that are still open, and they're not going to go there because they'll just aggravate you. But so Linda talked to the, like I said, she spoke to the lieutenant governor yesterday about trying to get some of that lifted for this area to let people come here to look at homes.
Right.
Realtors were considered essential personnel when this thing first went through.
Yep.
The reason is because the amount of money that's generated through real estate.
Yes.
And all the things that go with real estate. It's not just the sale of the house, it's all the things that go with it. Real estate is actually the number one motivator in the economic engine in this country. So we can start to get people down here. We're going to start to see movement going forward pretty quick.
And that's the thing, is getting some people back in this area, giving a place to stay. So there's a little bit of stuff that we know is in the works. Hopefully, about this time, 2 weeks from now, we'll start to see that ball rolling forward again.
That would be the best. We just need to get the governor to get on board.
Yes. Well, it is officially time for This Week in Real Estate. Bob Zdora, the Z-Team of Century 21 LEMAC Realty, has all the latest facts and figures right at his fingertips.
I do. We're here to help you find the right home for the right time of your life. Myself, Sam, Linda, Reese Tubbs, Darlene Clark, TJ Fitzmaurice. The Z-Team is here to help you with whatever it is you need to do. And that's what we've been doing for some time now. And as we've helped a lot of people move on to the next phase of their life. This Week in Real Estate, there were 51 new listings came on, 5 commercial properties, 24 parcels of land, 22 homes came on the market. They came on in a range from $349,000 to $27,000. 2 are active contingent. So the average price coming on market this week was $132,000. There were 29 sales, 7 parcels of land, 22 homes closed. Those homes closed at a range from $300,000 to $65,000. Average sale price was $147,000. 131 days on market, so we're still down in there. Still $3.2 million in residential real estate closed this past week.
Wow.
So most of these were from later, like right on the cusp of as things were coming off. February,
late February,
early March. So we'll see how it shakes out going forward. 18 properties expired. 18 had price changes. There's still 55 pending though. So offers have been going in and been accepted. And like I say, I can speak from our end, and obviously other agents too. The people that are working are working. Mm-hmm. We'll see some of the agents fall by the wayside, I think. May not be a bad thing for the market and for them. Let them find something better. There's 20 listings in Missouri, and of those 20, all 20 are Century 21. So my honey and Darlene are both licensed up there, and they can help you out with that. There's 429 homes listed on the MLS. 134 in Mountain Home, 25 in Bull Shoals, 10 in Cotter. Year-to-date sales, there's been 283 homes have sold for $44.3 million. Average sale price is $156 with 148 days on market. Last year, there had been 278 homes that sold for $40.7 million with an average sale price of $146 with 134 days on market. So, last year they came out of the box and just smoking them.
Yep.
So give my honey a call if you have any real estate questions, any things that we can do to help you out. We're going to talk a little bit coming out of the break about some things that we can do to help you. But give my honey a call. She's at 405-0793. Scott mentioned the website, retiretoarkansas.net. Great resource for people, a bunch of information. Take a look and see how we present homes, and take a look and see how other people present homes, because that's the big deal. People are sitting at home, but they're on the internet looking at things.
Yep, so stop on by, check it out, retiretoarkansas.net, and I'm looking at a beautiful web stream this morning. A little bit of fog early on, but it's clearing up right now, so a beautiful view. If you want to stop on by, check out that webcam, retiretoarkansas.net. We're going to take a quick little break. You are listening to The Morning Show here on Mountain Home Radio. We're simulcast live across 3 radio stations: Mountain Talk 97.1, Mountain Country 92.7, and Arkansas Rocks 94.3. We're going to take this quick little break. Bob, Sam, and I back with more right after this.